It seems like such a green idea, spending a weekend in a field away from your car, running water and mains electricity. But far away from the revelry, the headlines are telling another story.
For a supposedly liberal, intelligent people who come to these sorts of festivals who say they care about the environment and the greater extent of mankind, come and look what you left behind.
But with green initiatives now topping the political agenda, this year, festivals are fighting back. Every year, nearly 6 million tickets are sold for the hundreds of festivals taking place all across the country. From small folk-based festivalettes to the more mainstream events, they are often seen as the highlight of the musical year. But with 3/4 of the carbon that's emitted by the UK music industry caused by live events, it's more important than ever that festivals shoulder their environmental burden.
I think a lot of festivals in the UK are very green now. I think it's become it's become top of the agenda for a lot of events.
Charles Darwin was one of the most influential scientists of the 19th century. His 5-year voyage took him all around the world, but all journeys have to come to an end, and it was here where the Beagle docked. But this wasn't the only way Falmouth contributed to Darwin's work.
Falmouth actually played an important part in the Darwin story. When he went over to the Beagle, he was actually 5 years as a field naturalist, collecting specimens and observing the creatures in their natural environment. So he was actually sending specimens back to other scientists via Falmouth and the packet ships.
But this year, if the mud, crowds, waterproofs and Wellingtons just seem too much to handle, do not fear. There is still a festival for you. Located in living rooms and back gardens across the country, the Invisible Festival offers a cyber alternative to the traditional field-based events.
The Invisible Festival was actually the brainchild of a gentleman called Matthew McSherry, who is a shop manager for Cancer Research UK.
The idea is simple. Rather than going to a festival, the festival comes to you, in the guise of a virtual site map. Clicking on the tents then allows access to the various playlists devised by the festival's headliners. This summer's festival is raising money for Cancer Research UK, so it's obviously ethically minded. But is it green?
We came up with the tagline quite early on that it's 100% mud-free, crowd-free, tout-free, burger-free, free-free, essentially.
The Red Stripe Awards are a unique opportunity for unsigned acts to grab the music industry's undivided attention. And with 2 of the 25 showcases being held here in the Duchy, promoters are hoping the competition will put the flourishing Cornish music scene firmly on the map.
There's so much good local talent in the Southwest. We're starting to find the best of the Southwest musicians down here. So from my point of view, while I've got access to them, it's not that difficult to find great quality.
So, you could double that over a 3-day event, so perhaps a couple of times a weekend with our current system.
Without a doubt, the numbers are impressive, but neither Beach Break Live nor Chagstock used solar staging. The majority of revellers drove to the respective sites, and organisers still have a long way to go before the negative headlines regarding rubbish are relegated to the history books. But, as the saying goes, where there's a will, there's a way. And with organisers really driving the environmental message home, there's no reason why the festival field shouldn't remain as green as this one.
Really the sort of interesting thing is, I suppose, that in 5 days' time you never know it was here, because everything will be cleared up and go.
As with introduction of all new products and new ideas, you have certain barriers. When I say it's a slow process, it's a process that's definitely moving in the right direction. There's the will for that to happen, and it's just about getting all the right ingredients to make it really push forward at the fastest rate we can.